Okay, like I was saying, any long-standing contracts or anything like that, no major contracts right now. Um, there's some, let me see. So Sun square Saturn. Um, Sun square Saturn. Sun is in the 8th house, Saturn is in your 5th. So these contracts or the resources, other people's resources, um, there may be, it may have something to do with romantic partner or children, and resources, it doesn't have to be your children, it can be any, it can be dealing with children, some type of resources that maybe you receive or that you're dealing with has to do with children or romantic partner. And like I said, 8th house is insurance, inheritance, taxes, some type of payout. So you may be receiving or responsible or obligated to help children or romantic partner or something like that, with documents with some other people's resources. I don't know. If it comes to your own joint resources, there's some obligation or responsibility that you have to do. I don't know if you're paying back something. You may have to go back over the paperwork to make sure there's no mistakes on the contract or the paperwork that you did. If it has something to do with a creative project or endeavor that you're working on right now, there may be some signing of a contract or something, and just make sure, there may be some going back and forth and negotiating a deal or something. If it has something to do with a contract, or with creative endeavor or something like that. Okay, so you may be negotiating something right now, and there'll be a lot of back and forth. Okay, let's see. Sun trine Mars. Mars is in that 4th house, and the Sun is trining that, so it's favorable. It's a favorable aspect, that 8th house to that 4th house. So are you negotiating a deal with moving? Are you trying to move and you're negotiating something? Filling out some paperwork to move, because whenever Mars is in the 4th house, a lot of times that means a move. It could be some conflicts coming around your home with some resources, with these other people's resources, or something dealing with your joint account, some type of finance. But it may be that you're moving or selling, and you may just have to go back and forth because there's going to be some confusion or mix-up on the paperwork. So just watch out for that. I can't say hold off on it, but I do say just please go over it, because during Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of things, information gets mixed up, muddled, and there's misunderstandings. Okay, and so it means you're going to end up having to go back over it again. So if it's a major contract, if it's a sale or something of a house or property of land, definitely make sure you go back and forth to whoever it is, negotiate, and make sure you look at, I don't care if it's the smallest print, make sure you read that fine print. Okay. Let's see. Mercury trines Mars. Yeah, definitely do that. Okay, let's see. Jupiter in your 1st house squares Uranus in that 10th. So the opportunity, there is an opportunity. Jupiter is wealth, growth, opportunity. Good fortune, and there's some challenges, and it has to do with some duties or obligation or something. 10th house is career, authority figures. It's a public house, is sometimes duties, is reputation, professional standing. And so maybe the dealings that you have with authority figures, this opportunity coming, is causing some type of challenge to the duties that you have going on with your career right now, with the bosses at your job or with your career. I don't know how that goes. Let me think about it. What do you think? Because that 10th house has Uranus in it. Uranus is the awakener, and it's ups and downs. It's uncertainty. Is there some uncertainty around your career, and you're looking for new opportunity? Because there's a challenge, there's some type of hindrance or obstacle between this opportunity that you have, but it's gonna be good, because with Jupiter in your first house is really good, so it's gonna work out. I just don't understand what this challenge is that's going on, and has to do. It's a public house, it's authority figures, so it has something to do with maybe there's some breakthrough in the situation, but it's a challenge. Ugh. Wow, let me think. This right here is confusing. Jupiter in that first house is just opportunity and optimism, and it's just optimistic, and it brings good fortune and wealth. And okay, let me try Jupiter opposite Pluto first, and then it may tell me what's going on with that 10th house. So Jupiter in that first house opposite Pluto in your 7th. 7th is relationships, business partnerships, any type of relationship there is. So something probably having to do with, I'm thinking it's a business partnership, because the 7th house for you is Capricorn, which is business, and that 10th house is the original, it's the original house of business and everything else. It's the 10th house. Capricorn rules the 10th house. So some type of opposition, and it's causing a hindrance. It's an opposition with you and a business partner or something like that, causing opposition with this career. An opportunity, something right now, it might try to block it. It might be causing a hindrance to try to block you with this career that you want to work on. But Venus is there, so it's going to be helpful. It's going to be helpful. It's going to be favorable. But you may feel stuck for a minute, because it looks like there's some hindrance, or some, what's the word? Not hindrance or obstacles. It's something. It's a block. It's a blockage right now. But it's going to work out, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then you'll be able to, because Jupiter is going to bring that growth and that opportunity. So it's going to work out. But just for a minute, you may feel something, and you feel stuck or blocked or something. But it's okay. Pray about it. Pray about it. Pray about it. Okay, so Cancer, that wraps it up for you. I thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't confuse anybody, because I was stuck on that for a minute. I say this in all my videos. I will continue to say it. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. None of this is set in stone, and before all of this, I put God first in my life. So thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.